I want to tell you about the dream I had last night. It's 3 a.m. right now, but I woke up from a dream the night prior to this one at 9:30 in the morning, I believe, and then I fell asleep again after recording a video just to remind me of the dream. A bit like a dream log, except instead of writing it in like a journal, I'm expressing it through music. Sort of evokes more emotions that capture the essence of the dream so I can remember it later. That's on YouTube. But first, before I go into the details of said dream, I need to first explain to you a specific delusion I had of mine when I was mentally unwell. And that was that me and Aurora Axnes are twin flames. So that's the foundation for what this dream was built on. Because I still get echoes of this. It was never really parasocial. It was just like a something that was in my unconscious and consciousness that convinced me of things that weren't real. But anyway, this dream is so hardcore, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it across in words, but I'm going to try and evoke what the dream was about. I love it when my little hairs on my head that are left stand up like that, like I've just been electric shocked. I look like a friggin' mad scientist or something that, anyway, has a couple of pubes on their head. So I go to sleep the night prior to the dream, and it's like midnight or like something, and I fall asleep and I wake in this dream, and I'm walking in Civic Park in Druin. And in Druin Civic Park, I think it was around this point in the dream where I'm like, oh yeah, so I'm dreaming. Okay, so last time I had a dream and I woke up in the dream and was completely aware that I was dreaming, I fucked up because I was telling people in the dream that I was dreaming, and then they all turned against me, like as if they didn't want me controlling it. So I'm like, I'm going to walk to my dad's house because my dad's house isn't far from Civic Park. And this is a bit hazy, this part. But as I start getting more lucid, it gets more real. Like, it gets realer than real life. As you know, if you've had lucid dreams before, you know they get real, like more than life. Like unreal, beyond real. And I enter my dad's house, have a conversation with him. Everything's kind of chill. And then I get something off him, like some money or something, so I can go to the shop and buy something. This dream was literally not very, like I wasn't asleep for that long, but it felt like I was in this dream for 10 years. Just doing a mad exploration. And like the dream missions hadn't started yet, so I wasn't having a specific task that I have to do, because in any story there needs to be a couple of missions. And usually an apocalyptic situation to glue the two worlds together of mission and dream, it needs to be a story. So I'm casually walking through Civic Park again, and this guy pulls out a knife. And I say to him, "You're not going to stab me." And he's like, "How come you know that?" And then I'm like, "I just know it because I didn't tell him that I was the one controlling the dream." Spoiler alert, it didn't work. And he got the knife, and I put my hand up, and he cut my hand up. And I was trying to stop the knife from killing me. And it was just cutting up my right hand. To the point where like the tops of my fingers were coming off, and there was scratches all over my hands, like massive cuts, and there's blood all over, and I'm holding my hand and like blood covering it. Anyway, he goes away, and I walk back to my dad's house, which is maybe like a 5-10 minute walk. And then I tell my dad what happened, and he just kind of laughs and's like, yeah, whatever, you can handle anything, you're you. And then this is where the dream gets cool. Now, I don't know how these first little precursors to meeting Aurora in the dream were moving together in leading up to that. But what happened first was, I find this guy, and we're walking in an open field, and I start going, oh, but when I go, oh, at the same time as me singing, there's like 3 notes attached on all different octaves of that one sound that I'm making with my mouth. And I think I discovered this just by talking, because when I was talking, there was like a harmony and like chord made with my voice, but like not really a chord, but just like 4 octaves of a low note and then 3 higher notes. So I started going, oh, and there was like, like there was like 4 notes together, but they were in octaves. And then the other guy started doing the exact same thing, but in a different pitch. And then we're walking and we're making like these different like sounds, like these 2 different chords. Like he's like doing a ooh, and I'm doing like a and we're blending them together, and then we're going and we're blending our notes together, and we create this cool as fuck music, just with our mouths. And then as we're doing that, the voice is getting so intense that it's creating the world around us. Like it's literally birthing up mountains and like a world and like castles and stuff. And I enter one of these like castle kind of areas, like this like garden bed of like brick walls and stuff, and like old school brick. And can you stop? And then I see Aurora, like the famous Norwegian singer, musician, artist, dancing with this guy, and this guy was really handsome, and he had like a strange hat on and like long hair, and he had maybe medium length hair, like down to his shoulders, and Aurora and him were dancing, and Aurora looked really displeased, and I went up and I kind of took Aurora's hand, and he's like, and then kind of walked off, and Aurora was like, the other half to my soul. And like, as I said before, this is a delusion I've had for so long, so it's no wonder why it's like in my psyche that I would interpret those little background noises that are in the back of my head about this person. But we start dancing, and it's beautiful. And anyway, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. We do all this shit together, like have so much fun. But then she breaks her phone, and like in this like dream, the mobile phones weren't just like a black screen that lights up and you can go into the universe. Go into the internet. Like these phones, you could call up situations and you could call up like experiences in your reality just by typing it. Like I could type in guitar and then like talk to the phone and get a specific guitar manifest into the dream and play it. But what happened was, because Aurora broke her phone in my dream, I decided to tell her that I'm going to save up as much money as I can and get her the best phone in existence. And we both didn't have any money for some reason. But, oh my God, I'm getting so many notifications. So, oh my God. I hope that's not too loud because last time the notifications were coming through, it was making really loud noises, and I was playing music and it got really loud and it kind of sounded really intense. Hopefully that's quiet. Someone's just liking videos and stuff that I've got on Instagram. So where was I? Yeah, so to get this money, I decided to walk around and find out like if I could get a job at this castle or this like market and find out if I could get some funds together. And I came across this drug dealer and I said to Aurora, do you want to like become drug dealers? And then the drug dealer dude, he was pretty scary looking. And he said, what do you want? And I'm like, hey man, can I sell some drugs for you? Some weed? And he's like, what do you mean? Who are you? And then I'm like, dude, I can sell 16 bags of weed in 2 weeks. He's like, oh, okay, here you go. And gave me all the weed. And then we were walking back from that place. And this is where the dream starts to get sad. It's going to be funny if Aurora sees this one day and goes, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Anyway, we're walking past this dog that we seen earlier on in the dream. And this dog would open its mouth and it'd just be teeth. Like it would look like a Venus flytrap with all the teeth inside it. And it would open up its mouth like this, so its whole face was like a mouth. And it looked really bad, like something out of a horror movie. And we're walking past with the weed to find like someone to sell it to. And Aurora goes up and starts patting it, and then the dog eats her face and kills her. And I was sad, like beyond words. I was like, ah. It destroyed me. Like it was so sad. And because I knew I was dreaming, I knew I was going to wake up in this bed and everything would be back to normal. But part of me was thinking before this happened that I wanted to stay in this dream forever if nothing too bad was going to happen. Like I can handle my dreams really well. I love nightmares. I love the freaky stuff because it's like giving me so much experience outside of what people normally experience. Like stuff like zombie experiences or like horror movies, horror dreams, I should say. They inspire great things in me and great musical ideas and stuff. But this was too much and it just destroyed all want for, oh my God. It destroyed all want from wanting to stay in that dream. So I decided to wake up. About 10 times in the dream, something really horrible happened to me, like cutting the fingers or whatever. And this is something I didn't reiterate because I forgot it for a second. But what I'd do when that situation would get too bad, what I'd do is I'd fall to my side and I'd like collapse on the ground and smash my head on the ground, like forcibly smash my head on the concrete, just like free fall on the ground, because I realized doing that would wake me up in a different dream, kind of deeper than that one. But what I knew I could do as well was after Aurora died in my dream, if I committed that act again, like falling to the side and smashing the left side of my head on the ground and intended the wake up in my body in real life, I could do that. So that's what I did. I fell, smashed my head on the ground and woke up here yesterday morning as it's 3 a.m. now. And that's my dream. So yeah, if you don't have dreams like this, count yourself lucky, but also don't worry about me because these are things I enjoy. These are the intense stories I want in life. I don't want to watch a movie. I want to experience an experience.